Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is January the 13th, 2025, and it is a nice mild day once again outside. I think -2 today, so below the freeze, but still not wintry for Canada anyways. I've been hearing about people that are getting snowstorms in Atlanta and cold temperatures in Louisiana, and so it doesn't seem right that southern U.S. is getting colder temperatures and more snow than we are. But I'll take it. Mild temperatures and little snow, just perfect for this year for me. I'm sure we'll get caught up. I'm sure it will eventually hit us. But that's not why I'm having this video to talk about the weather. Today I want to talk about 4 items that arrived in the mail last week. All of them had some philatelic material in it, so I put them aside to show you them in a video of their own. So that is today. And so we're going to go around the table and look at some of the items that came in from all sorts of different places around the world. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, and you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. This week specifically is going to be a lot of stamp videos. I'm going to continue with my father's collection and go to the next country in that. I also was at a stamp show this weekend, so I want to show you some of the things that I bought while I was there, so we'll have a video on that. And then, yeah, that'll take a couple videos, and then this one, and then we'll probably have some post-crossing videos in there to round out the week. So that is what I want to do today. So we're going to start right here in this spot, and this particular one comes from Bennett in New Zealand. He sent this envelope. He also sent a card and some information on it. In addition to that, he sent a few Star Wars stickers. But he sent this envelope. It says Health and Stamps, official covers, maintain children's health camps. So it got a little bent because the envelope he sent it in was a little smaller than this particular envelope. But he didn't send this envelope for that alone. Inside he sent some mint, well, he sent some stamps. Some of them are mint and some of them aren't. But I want to show you what they are. So for a topical, I mean, maybe you collect barnyard animals, and this would fit into that category. Or maybe you collect stamps from New Zealand. Or some of the Keeling Islands. So we've got a variety of different ones here. Norfolk Islands. So here we've got a few mint stamps. Samoa. A little older New Zealand stamp with the map of New Zealand right on it. An older Christmas stamp from 1979. As you can see, there are 2 of them, so I've just piled them on top of each other. We have a Christmas Island stamp. For those of you who collect birds, that would be perfect. Or for those of you who like fish, Pitcairn Islands. Another Christmas stamp. This one from New Zealand, New Zealand from 1990. Then an older New Zealand stamp. A little bit of damage there in the corner, unfortunately. And then we have 2 of this one here. That's why I put them on top of each other. And then, of course, my favorite one from the Hobbit series. It came out in 2012. I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and so they put out some beautiful stamps. And New Zealand has embraced the fact that that was the filming location for Peter Jackson and all the series that have gone on there. One day, I will get back to New Zealand. Last time I was there, these things hadn't come out yet, so it's kind of nice to have something to go back to once again and see The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings filming sites. The next thing I have to show you, now that I've shown you what Bennett sent from New Zealand, it's from what Robert sent from New Mexico. And there are the stamps on the envelope. It's kind of a Christmas envelope, so there was a card in there that was meetup. And you may see this card again from someone else, which is really interesting when I look at what's on the back to know that Robert was at a meetup that someone else I know was at the exact same meetup. But in this envelope, he sent 2 blocks. These 4-cent stamps. I'm going to get them nice and close so you can see. But you can see the number on the bottom there. And this one, also with the number at the bottom. So 2 nice blocks of stamps. Thank you so much, Robert, for including those in your with your meetup card. It's always nice to have a little extra something hidden inside. The next envelope comes from Mark in the UK. We've got this really nice stamp there on the front, with, of course, King Charles III's image in the corner, but the barcode that now all the Royal Mail stamps have. And inside he sent me this envelope that said Netherlands, unmounted mint stamps. So what you're going to see before me are unmounted mint stamps from the Netherlands. Well, the Netherlands has some really fun, funky stamps. A lot of different patterns to them, like any country, but they have a unique style unto themselves. Even stamps like this series here that is relatively simple in its look. It's really nice with the way the flowers are and how it's presenting the 50, 60, and 65 cent. I guess they're also ones that have charity stamps because they have the plus 25 or the plus 20 or the plus 30 in this case. And so I don't know what each of these stamps represents and the themes, but I do know this set of 4, and I'm pulling out so you can see the whole set, maybe my favorite of the stamps that he sent. I really like the images on them, the friendships that look like they're in there too, but just fun characters. I like the cartoonness of these stamps. Moving along, this looks like it's probably highway safety with the road lines, whether it's the crosswalk or the zebra crossing, if you want to call it, or the passing lanes. Driving safety stamps seem to be popular there. Those of you who enjoy a nice beverage may enjoy that stamp. Speed skaters. The Netherlands are famous for their speed skaters at the Olympics. Beautiful gardens. Like the piano one, this one. These two, not overly exciting. They probably have a really nice message to them, but not super exciting looking stamps. The sea lions or the whales and the seals, really nice. And this may be where people say, you talk a lot about nothing. Well, it's possible because I don't know what the image is about. I'm just telling you what I like about the stamp. And you might like something completely different. Like this particular world stamp, I love the fact that they're all the nations' flags are there on the side, representing European nations. Or the newspaper here. Might have been a good one with my challenge in stamp versus stamp when we were looking for newspaper stamps. So just a nice lot of stamps. The fun little envelope that I have to show you comes from Lila in Maryland. And she sent this envelope with a really cute snowman cancellation on it there. And so from Baltimore, she went to Stamp Show and she sent this envelope or this folded card. It says, I'm using this boring, well, you saw the international stamp. I didn't think it was, it's a boring stamp, yes, and the fact that we get them all the time. It's really nice to see other American stamps, but I really like the cancellation that went over it. But inside she says, I found some mint stamps at a stamp show. The vendors are starting to remember what I'm looking for. So whether she's looking for them for me or for her, I appreciate that she has sent on this. So a nice big sheet of 17-cent stamps. These sometimes are hard to take apart and use on regular postage, so sometimes it's nice to keep them the way they are. But I like that it says code it and post it on the side here in French and English, of course, here in Canada. She also sent a nice block of Olympic $1 stamps. So these are all older Canadian stamps, of course. It says issued for the 1976 Summer Olympic Games in Canada in Montreal. So they're nice to have. Also, those of you who enjoy trains, here's a souvenir sheet of 32-cent trains that came out. These came out in 1984. So really nice set there. To go along with those $1 Olympic stamps, she sent the $2 Olympic stamps as well that go with it. You can see what we call the Big O in Montreal, the Olympic Stadium. been a lot of talk of that since those games. The Montreal Expos baseball team used to play there at one point in time when the Expos were in town. They've had a lot of problems with the roof, and it used to be retractable and now it doesn't, and yeah, there's some issues. But the last thing that she sent, she said, "Can you explain what this is? I'm trying to figure it out. Thanks, Lila." So she found this card, and that sticker on the back is just what I just read. I was wondering what it was all about. Now this card is actually stickers. And this is 1984 Christmas stickers. So it's a prepaid postage. So you could take off this particular sticker and put it on your card, and it would be used for postage. There's a little note next to it, just says apply labels before addressing the envelope. At the bottom, I would say this bottom bit is postal code related, because it has the alphabet and it has the numerical system next to it. So in a Canadian postal code, it goes letter, number, letter, and then that represents the region. So it's going to send it off to whichever particular province that would match up with. And then the final 3 digits are number, letter, number, and that represents the area of the community, the street, the side of the street. So I would say this is a sticker that you peel off that would give you prepaid postage, and then you could also peel this off and do your postal code that way, at least the first part of it. That's my guess. How uneducated it is, I'm not sure, but I do know that these are prepaid postage stamps, so that's what that is. And the second block certainly looked like the postal code meters of olden times. So this is 1984. So thank you, Lila, for giving me something to think about, and some nice postage stamps there. Some of them may get used for post crossing. The others are just really nice souvenir sheets, especially the Olympic ones and the train ones. So it'd be hard to part those away. I think that they'd look nice the way they are. So thank you so much for that. And thank you to everybody, once again, who has taken time to send something up that I can talk about, that I can show. Some of the things will get passed on to other people that collect certain items. Some of the things will also go into my father's stamp collection. So I appreciate all of that. And for you guys tuning in on a regular basis to see what I have to show. When I went to the stamp show, I had certain countries in mind that I wanted to fill out my father's collection, but also to talk about further on. So we're going to talk about that probably in tomorrow's video. I will go over some of the stuff that I received at the stamp show. If you're up for it, tune in and watch it. For now, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. Now I gotta make some supper. So I've got rice on the go in the back, and then I've got some meat marinating in some bulgogi sauce. And so that's what's on the dinner menu tonight. What's on the dinner menu for you?